Hola estudiantes, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén muy bien y estén aprendiendo mucho sobre el subjuntivo. Hoy es 20 de mayo del 2020 y hoy vamos a aprender sobre el último grupo de cláusulas. Hemos visto las cláusulas nominales, noun clauses, cláusulas adjetivales, adjective clauses, y ahora vamos a ver las cláusulas adverbiales, adverb or adverbial clauses. This is the last group we're going to see. So, as the noun indicates, adverbial clauses modify the verb in the main clauses. They say something about how, when, where, or why that action occurs and are always introduced by a conjunction. Conjunction that states a relationship with the verb indicates something about the time, the space, or the reason, right? Some of these conjunctions could be para que, so that, that will be expressing the why, the reason. Antes de que, that will express the when. Hasta que, also expressing time. And they function as adverbs. Very good. So, the indicative or subjunctive mode may be required in the adverbial clause depending on various factors. It's always the same premises, but we're going to see when they function as adverbs, when do we require the indicative or when do we require the subjunctive. The structure is pretty much the same as we've seen. There is always the main clause in indicative. Then we have, it's followed by a conjunction that opens the subordinate clause, que could be in indicative or subjunctive. If you can see the same example, siempre me siento feliz cuando me llamas. Me llamas in red is in indicative in this case, and cuando indicates a relationship of time with the verb. When do I feel happy? When you call me. Okay, we will see why is that indicative. The second example, puedes hacer el proyecto como quieras. Then this time we have a conjunction that indicates how, indicates manner. That's an adverb of manner. Puedes hacer el proyecto. How can you do the project? You can do it however you want, right? So we will see why is that subjunctive. But this is the structure that these clauses follow. Okay, so main clause, conjunction, and then the subordinate clause. Now, if no change of subject is involved, and if the adverbial expression deals with something that is viewed as completed, habitual, or factual, the indicative then is used. Again, completed, that has happened. Habitual, that happens more than once, so it's kind of a reality. Or factual, we're expressing a fact, then the indicative is used. For example, ahorra su dinero para poder comprar un coche. He's saving his money so he can buy a car. This, first of all, there is no change in subject. We're talking about he. He is in the main clause and he is in the adverbial clause. Then, in the main clause, we expressing a fact, something that is happening right now. He is saving money, correct? That is happening. We're stating that as a fact. So then, the verb, he can buy, on the second clause, is in Spanish, we will use the indicative, okay? Okay. If the situation in the adverbial clause is viewed as something hypothetical or anticipated, rather than completed, habitual, or factual, then the subjunctive is required. Let's see the example. Nosotros nos saldremos hasta que limpiemos la casa. We won't leave until we clean the house. Okay, we have the main clause saying nosotros nos saldremos. We will not leave. Hasta que, that connector, until, tell us a relationship of time. That will not happen until we clean the house. So there is kind of a condition. Something needs to happen first, which is the dependent clause. First, we need to clean the house, and then only if that happens, then we will leave the house. So this is viewed as something hypothetical or an anticipated action. Then is why the verb on the subordinate clause is in subjunctive. Let's see more examples. There is also the conjunction sometimes can help you with the decision making. There is some conjunctions, for example, that always require subjunctive. Why they always require subjunctive? Because they always indicate a pending or hypothetical action or state, right? If you say a condición de que on the condition, this one over here, a condición de que, clearly it has to be a condition first in order for the action to happen. A menos que means unless. This is also kind of expressing a condition. A no ser que, that's another way to say unless. Antes de que, before. Con tal de que, provided that. So that's also kind of a condition. En caso de que, in case. And so, as you can see, all of these conjunctions have to do for something, expressing something pending or hypothetical or a condition needed in order for that to happen. Then there is conjunctions. Sorry about me moving so much. I'm just trying not to block the text. Conjunctions that may or may not require subjunctive. So the subjunctive is used after conjunctions and expressions of time if the action or event has not yet occurred. It's not real. It's not a fact yet. It's hypothetical or is expected to occur, but doesn't happen yet, didn't happen yet. The actions expressed in dependent clauses generally occur or are expected to occur after the action of the verb in the main clause. So, let's see the example. Nosotros esperamos el autobús hasta que llegue. We wait the bus until it arrives. Carlos comprará los billetes después de que decidamos la fecha de salida. Carlos will buy the tickets after we decide the date of departure. And trae los papeles en cuanto estén listos. Bring the papers when they are ready. Okay, so something needs to happen first, and in order for the action to be expressed in the subjunctive. Let's see some more examples. Use the subjunctive when there is uncertainty or lack of evidence that the action or event will actually take place. So we said that there is probability, but some action needs to happen first in order for the other to occur, some sort of condition or aspect of time. Or also you can use the subjunctive again when you express uncertainty or lack of evidence that the action will even occur. Okay, so for example, this example, aunque sea difícil, voy a ahorrar dinero todos los meses. With aunque followed by the subjunctive sea, the speaker reveals an uncertain situation. So even though it's difficult, I'm going to save money every month. It's a difficult situation. So right there, even though you have the intentions to do it, there is uncertainty or lack of evidence that that action will take place. So that's why this part is with the subjunctive. Now, when is the subjunctive not used at all? Dependent adverb clauses do not always require the subjunctive. So, use the indicative if the action in the dependent clause has occurred prior to the action happening in the main clause. So obviously, if we are talking about something that has occurred already, then we cannot use the subjunctive because that's something factual, right? So, las chicas vieron las fotos después que nosotras las revelamos. The girls saw the picture after we revealed the pictures, right? So, that is obviously happened already. So, we are talking about something factual that happened prior. Another example is when the adverb clause indicates habitual actions. Solamente bebe vino cuando come en un restaurante. He only drinks wine when he eats in a restaurant. So that indicates a habit, something that, yeah, we know that has happened before and is going to keep happening because it's a habit. So again, it's kind of factual information that we know for sure. Or when we refer to actions that are real or perceived as being real. So, when you say, aunque es muy difícil, voy a hacer esta tarea. Even though it's difficult, I am going to do this homework. You have a lot of commitment, you know it's going to be difficult, but you're still going to do it. And in your mind, that is going to happen. You have some sort of certainty that that's going to happen. In here, when we talk about, aunque sea difícil, voy a ahorrar dinero todos los meses, in your mind, this action is perceived as less probable that you doing the homework is you saving money. So again, it always is the nuance also sometimes in the language about the intent of the speaker, right? You use the subjunctive here because you see this less probable happening than you doing the homework over here in this example. Aunque es muy difícil, voy a hacer esta tarea. Okay, so again, recapping always the same premises. When you see something happening factually, or that you have certainty that is going to happen, you will use the indicative. And if you have uncertainty or you're expressing an action that has yet to occur and is not so probable that it will occur, then you will use the subjunctive. So that is all with main adverbial clauses. Okay, hope this was somehow clear. As always, after you have watched this presentation, I want you to go to the Juno, complete the Juno practice that is called Cláusulas Adverbiales Práctica. Complete the practice, and please, 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 if you don't understand and you are still confused, join office hours. We can go over, and then to check your understanding, I will create some sort of exit ticket short to see if we caught the concept of adverbial clauses or we need to do more practice. Okay, so hope everybody has a wonderful day. You can go ahead and complete the Juno now. Okay, hasta mañana. Adiós.